What's up, guys? It's your boy Sion, and I'm back and I'm covering Dragomon Hunter for FreeMMOStation. Now, you guys have already had an introductory look to this game on the channel, so there's no reason for me to go over the basics anymore. We're going to talk about the nitty-gritty and get into the game and actually how the gameplay is. So I'm going to be basically doing this talking over gameplay, telling you about it, and just having a little bit of fun.
FreeMMOStation.com.
Now, people got a little bit annoyed with me in a recent video when I basically said that this game is pretty much Monster Hunter watered down for kids. It really is, to be honest with you. It's the same type of system, it's the same type of capture system. It's pretty much everything in the game is similar to Monster Hunter. I don't understand what's the problem with that. It's something, is more or less for children, and there's nothing wrong with something like this for children. But in this game, you get a little bit more of dealing with the monster as mounts, as you can see right here. That's fun, as always, like just running around and owning with different mounts. Not every monster can do this, or there's just certain ones that can attack and can be caught, and it's very hard actually to catch them. Now, the thing that people might not like in this game is that you can a little bit pay to win to make it easier to catch monsters, and I see people doing it all the time. Me, in general, if I want to catch something, it could take me anywhere from like a half hour to even 5-6 hours to catch it, which is really bad in most cases, and nobody really have time for something like that. So with that said, that is a pay-to-win aspect, so I just wanted to throw that out there. But as you can see right here, the game does have cinema, the game does have story that you need to go along with, and you could just get into the game and just play. It's very easy. The questing is very easy. You can even set up quests in the daily versions of the quest, where you can just do them all back to back, and it take you literally maybe a half hour to knock out all the daily quests, which is really good. The trade skilling in the game is pretty much simple. Like, say like this monster that you see me running up on right now, it drops a scale or something like that. The game will pretty much tell you where it is and even point to you. You can even click it and say, okay, I need to go right here. And they'll say, okay, you need to go in this mission and kill these things, and then you'll get those items. And you can just basically make the item. And it's very simple. You can get to a point where you see me right now where I'm just trying to farm. I'm basically I did all this right here because I was trying to farm them and hope one of them would drop an egg so I could pick them up, preferably the big alligator looking thing right there, but it didn't come to pass. So like I said, you can get things that make it easier to get monster eggs, like items that increase your percentage and the items that can almost outright catch stuff. Like, it'll cost you a little bit of sum of money, but you could do that. And with that said, would you want to do that? Some people would, because I gotta catch them all. And when you play these types of games, when you see these types of games, it really is about gotta catch them all, especially in this game, because you want to catch everything. Well, not everything, but cool things like that. Like, I wouldn't mind wanting to catch this particular enemy right here. Now, it goes for the bosses too. You can catch the bosses too. So you're gonna see in a little bit. I was kind of hoping that I would catch this boss that I'm about to run up on. It wasn't, it didn't come to pass. It wasn't meant to be, but is what it is. Now, is this game worth playing? I would say yes, because it's a very simple game to play. You can get it right in and just have a little bit of fun with it. I know a lot of people do not like the chibi look, which is kind of like the kid look, where they're supposed to be adults, but everybody looks like kids. People don't like that type of stuff, and I understand it, and I really don't like it myself, but in a sense, sometimes some games work like that, because like Maple Story 2 and the original Maple Story, they all had that type of thing. You guys know how big the original Maple Story is, so apparently it can't be all that bad. So with that said, get in there, give it a try, and then maybe you'll have some fun, because I do have fun with the game. It's just lighthearted. It's not hard to do. Like, I can get good gear. I can come in and have some pretty good boss fights for something like this. It's a really simple system, really simple skill system, and the boss fights are actually pretty good. With the dodging and the telegraphs that the actual bosses do, which you're about to see in a second. I was really hoping that this boss would drop, because I seen somebody actually before I even went in here, I saw somebody running around with that mount, and I was like, I gotta get that mount. I get in there and go fight him. So I immediately went to go figure out where does he drop so I can get him. But like I said, it just didn't work out for me. So as you see me running up on this boss, he basically waited for me, and what you want to do is you want to just feel him out. do something simple right away. Get like see where his first attack is gonna be and what his pattern is, and you see I'm basically getting that gist of it right now. He has a big AOE round, and then he has a pointed charge, which he has right there. Again, he's gonna do his pointed charge. So you kind of don't want to be where he's at. Like see again around the AOE. So this board really isn't that hard, but it gets to a point sometimes they start changing it up. They start getting faster. They start having other things come out and help them, or they start doing that, like that little spread attack. Which I actually got hit by that a few times because I guess I didn't properly do that or just understand what was going on when he was actually doing that, and I still got hit. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should be a little bit more careful now. Now, I have a character which is a priest character, so I can heal. So I have room for error, which makes it a whole lot easier because I like the priest characters. They're a lot fun to play with. You know, why not make a priest character? You can still do good DPS and do damage to everything. You're not as strong as somebody straight damage, but you can do enough damage. Like you see, I'm taking him down relatively fast. So, you know, why not do it? Now, I could see later on in the game where stuff starts to get really ramped up, where that might be a problem and things might take forever, but again, you can still heal. So, and if you get into a party or need a party, you can always be a healer, and then, you know, you can always get into a party. That's generally like why, and see I got hit right there. It's generally why I like actually making hero classes, because I want to be able to party quickly. Even when the game has like a team system where you can just instant queue and stuff like that, it's always easier to be like a healing class because you can just get in and get stuff done, because I really don't like to waste time. So other than that, as you can see, this is the game. Get in there. I actually really am suggesting this to people who just want to have some fun and just waste a few hours in the day. It's definitely a fun game to get out there with. So you guys be legendary. Thanks for watching FreeMMOStation and me, Scion Storm. Peace.